presidential election coming up in just about 5 months. We've seen the labels and the tags everywhere, quote, blacks for Trump, close quote. This is why millions of black men are not going to vote for former President Donald Trump. People seem to think that black men have short term memories. That is not the case. When President Barack Obama was elected as the first black president of the United States of America, he was viciously eviscerated by these same MAGA Republicans. They had nothing but vile hatred and they spewed it day and night. They were obstructionists for the entire 2 terms that he was in office. Trump came into office because of the hate of white racist men. That is the reason why Hillary Clinton lost the election. And another reason why millions of black men are not going to vote for Trump is because we're not going to forget about the Central Park Five. The 5 young men who were falsely accused of raping the Central Park jogger. And it was later found out that it was great pressure, threatening, and intimidation by the NYPD that some individuals falsely gave testimony. Total exoneration finally did come years later, and millions of dollars were paid to these men as a result of it. And we're not going to forget about that $1 million that was spent calling for the execution of those 5 men. What about the birth issue when it came to President Barack Obama? We're not going to forget about that either. And while I'm thinking and talking about it, where are you black politicians? You all have so much to say about meaningless things. But when it comes to taking a firm stand on the front lines, I do have to applaud the Republicans for being aggressive about their candidate. I applaud them for not backing down in the face of adversity, even with everything that's happening and that's going on. It is still plausible and it is conceivable that Donald Trump could be reelected and become the President of the United States of America once again. You all didn't think that he could become president in 2016, and you were wrong. You all are calculating on a guilty verdict in the trial. You may be wrong. You know, a presumption sometimes is wrong. And also, the appalling silence of the Democrats during this election season is disgusting. No one knows what the Democrats really are talking about. No one knows what they want to do. And I will tell you this much. If millions of black men do vote for Trump to become president, it's going to be for one reason and for one reason only. They're not going to forget about the 3 strikes law that then Senator Joe Biden introduced, got it ratified by the Senate, signed into law. And as a result of it, millions and millions of black men were rounded up and herded like cattle and thrown into these industrial prison complexes. And that's exactly what they are, and I know what I'm talking about. So, with the upcoming election season underway, you all better stop thinking that Trump is going to be convicted. Stop thinking that you have this election already won. The bottom line is, millions of black men are not going to vote for Trump. And those are the reasons why. There isn't enough money in the world to bribe us or to make us forget about how black men are treated in this nation. And black men, when we unite in strength, unite in wisdom, unite intellectually and academically, when we take our collective bargaining, boycotting power and use it, stop supporting businesses that don't support us. And for these black coward politicians, you're just collecting paychecks after paycheck after paycheck. It is time for you all to just leave and get out of power. A new generation must take over. A new generation must stand up. I don't dislike Republicans because they're Republicans. I dislike Republicans because of their vitriolic racism, their vitriolic hatred of someone simply because of the pigmentation of their skin. That's the reason why I don't like Republicans. So think about it. Why would millions of black men vote for Trump? I'm Tyrone Bowman.